What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And this video is really, I would call it a Lonzo Ball appreciation video, right? Because my dog has been on a trajectory since he got into the league, and it's starting to peak right now. And I just want to talk about it. Let's go.
Hanging out with my dude, AB the Hero.
What's
well,
up?
we getting it down in the Ball State, baby.
Hey.
AB, way to get out of the lane. Way to get out of the lane. What do you thought about that, Jay?
I like that.
All right, we don't need to watch the whole intro. I appreciate y'all, the all-stars who had already hit that like button anyway. So let's just get straight to the video. Now, what really makes me want to do this video and just really give Lonzo his flowers is I was watching last night's game, and obviously he struggled a bit from the field, but it's this right here. This picture that I saw, and when he shot that three to close that thing out, and before the ball even went in, he was down here like this, and then came out that thing and then hit him with the I was like, yo, this is Zo bike. He bike. This, people always said UCLA Zo, and he started feeling them. You remember when he used to do that dunk on you and then hit you with the, so it got me hyped. It got me hyped, and I made a post and I say Lonzo NBA All-Star, right? There's about 100 people commented on this post, and this is really what made me be like, all right, let's talk about it. Most folks say, nah, not yet. He's good, he's hooping, but not an all-star yet. And I will tell you, I realized this last year because I feel like most people seen like a LaMelo Ball come into the league with all of the clout and the followers, and for an all-star game that's based on fan votes majorly, you would have thought it's a shoo-in. But people take their all-star votes serious. If the fans don't feel like you in there just because you're their favorite player, they not doing it. And so this is what I see. I see a lot of folks who really rock with the fam and the baller verse and all of that stuff, but they just like, yo, my man got to take his game to the next level before he is solidified all-star. Now, we come over here, we look at the statistics, 12, 5, and 5. Damn. That's not mind-blowing numbers, but that's solid numbers for a team that's playing as good as the Bulls are playing. You take a team with a DeMar DeRozan, a Zach LaVine, 2 scorers, probably even high-volume shooters, and you take a guy like Lonzo Ball and you put him in between them and say, Lonzo, figure this thing out. We want to get these dudes enough shots. We don't want them stepping on each other's toes, but we want to also incorporate and get it. And then Lonzo is doing that at a high clip. I'm gonna see if I can find. We look at the game last night. Statistically, my dog was what, 8 points. Here we go. 8 points, 9 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. So consistently, night in and night out. Even in the last game versus the Knicks, my dog had 3 blocks. So what we're seeing is on the defensive end, he playing at probably all NBA defensive caliber off of the rip this season. Last season, folks talked about it, but this season on this team is looking like it's gotta happen, right? First, second, third, something, all defensive team. It looked like he's on pace for that, right? Obviously the point totals is low, and that's what a lot of people say. He gotta score more points. If he scores more points and has this amount of assists and rebounds, then we're not talking all-star talk anymore. We're talking about something else. We going beyond that, right? I think that people have the bar for an all-star like much higher than what the NBA bar for all-star actually really is. So I will say this. I don't think that his issue is on the points end, right? I think that if he went 18, 5, and 5 on this team, he is shoo-in, right? I think that you get DeRozan, LaVine, and you get Lonzo in there as an all-star. To me, this takes me back when Draymond Green, who was a 3-time all-star guy who averages 8 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists. And it made it to the all-star team 3 times. I want to say 2000, let's say, yeah, here we go. 2015, he was giving you 14 points, 10 points, and then 11 points, and made it to the All-Star game. So to me, the all-star thing don't say, yo, you just need great points. There's so many other intangibles that you have to have, and you look at a guy like Draymond who does things on the other end as well. So I think that if Lonzo balls, even if he stayed around this 12-14 point mark, but if he can get his average rebounds and assists up to about 7, 8, or 8 or 9, somewhere where it looked like you damn near flirting with a triple-double every night, because that's really what Lonzo is the ceiling for him, right? He's a guy who should be a night in and night out walking triple-double guy, right? And we know, and this is what I think that a lot of people who watch the box score don't get, but I'm hoping that the media and players understand when they do their votes, and coaches and stuff, is that Lonzo could average more assists, but they play such good basketball that he sets things up for the hockey assists so much for this team that that also helps his assist totals not be as high as they are. So I think that, to me, that's really what I wanted to put out there. And I say that if the All-Star game was tomorrow, do I think that Lonzo is a shoe-in to be in it? No. I think that the pieces got to fall greatly for him to get in it tomorrow. Somebody can't play, somebody woo, and then he'll slide into a spot. I do think that there's a pathway for him being an all-star that he could walk down and follow and then be there by the time all-star season, but by the time the all-star game and voting and all that stuff starts to take place. I don't think that he's out of it at all. I think he's still right there in the race, and I think if he keep hooping, he'll hoop his way into it. Now, I will say this, because I already know what people I want to point out too, because people like to, I want to say it was in these comments as well, where when you look at this Bulls team from a scoring standpoint, you got DeRozan, you got Levine, and you got Vucevic, right? And you look at it and say, them the top three options offensively, which might be true when it comes to putting balls in the basket, but I think that, like I said, the same way Draymond Green ends up being that guy for the Golden State Warriors, who's a potential Hall of Famer, and you got a guy like Harrison Barnes here, who on those teams was the third option, right? So it was Steph, Clay, Harrison Barnes as far as scoring goes as a third option, and then Draymond, or shit, probably anybody else, then Draymond, right? But Harrison Barnes is not an all-star, right? Because it didn't matter about the points that he was putting in. It was really about the role that he played in, all of that stuff. And that role that's the only reason why I skip over Vucevic when it comes to all-star voting. I do think he a key critical element to that team and all that stuff, but I think that the impact that Lonzo have on the games outsees his impact on those games as well. So that's your main man, ABD Hero. This is a Lonzo appreciation video. Let me know if you agree or disagree and all of that jazz. We getting out of here. Peace.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.